How's it going, everybody? We are back again for another Dokkan battle video. Alright, so we got some juicy news last night in the data download for both Global and GP Dokkan. We got the new info regarding the GT Legendary GOKU event coming to both Global and GP. I believe it releases tonight on both versions, so that's very exciting. I put together some teams that I feel like could meet the requirements. I'll talk about that in a minute, but it does have some missions, and a lot of people are a little concerned about, what teams you should be running and whatnot. So I'll get into that later in the video. But I'm going to quickly go over everything we found out in the data download last night, including some fantastic news for global players. So that's always nice to see as well. So without further ado,
let's talk about it.
Alright, so as usual, huge shout out to DeepZ Carry for posting all of the data download stuff. For like a full list of things, he posted a summary. New GT Legendary GOKU event stuff. We're getting a new support item. Increases attack of all allies by 30% for 2 turns. Recover 2% HP per key spear acquired. So that's an insane item, by the way, especially for the new GT GOKU and Vegeta, since they're orb changers and they're nukers. So the more orbs you get, the more HP you're getting back. So yeah, that's that's pretty nice to see as well. We are getting tickets for the Legendary GOKU event, the GT1, same as usual for like the previous one. As far as the LRs, I can only imagine that, yeah, it'll be all the summonable GOKU LRs, so I believe that only extends to LR Spirit Saiyan GOKU, the LR AGL Super Saiyan GOKU, LR UI GOKU, Ink God GOKU, and LR Tech Super Saiyan 3 GOKU. I believe those are the only ones that it extends to. So, which is cool. That's fine. Free tickets, free summons, why not? We are also getting stickers for the upcoming GOKU Day event. GOKU Day is in like 2 days. I believe it's like May 9th, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I apologize if you hear anything in the background on my end. There's a lawnmower outside my house right now, or dorm room, excuse me. But anyway, moving on. So that's the main summary of the events, right? So this is what the GOKU food event is going to be like. This is where you're going to be farming a whole lot of meats, apparently. The aged meats that give you your stamina back, as well as the new support item. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent new event, or if this is going to be, whatchamacallit, like an event sort of thing where it'll go away and whatnot, right? But nonetheless, it's still a cool support item nonetheless. This is what it looks like, by the way, just another piece of meat. So that is pretty cool to see. Alright, so here we go. So we found out the official look of what the GT LGE is going to look like, right? There's going to be 7 stages. Base GOKU, Super Saiyan GOKU, Super Saiyan 2 GOKU, Super Saiyan 3 GOKU, Golden Great Ape GOKU, Super Saiyan 4 GOKU, and Full Power Super Saiyan 4 GOKU at the very end. Now, if any of you saw my most recent post where I was talking about All Reliable with STR Cooler, I mean, given that there's only one AGL phase, yeah, Cooler's gonna make quick work of this entire event. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty good. I'm very excited for that. I'll be making a ton of videos regarding this. My first initial impressions of the GT LGE, and like people are saying, oh, it's only going to be 7 stages. It's not going to be as difficult as the one we have now. No, you need the guys. Hold on, I'll come back. This is obviously very loud.
A few moments later.
All right, so sorry about that. So, anyways, so yeah, it's going to be very difficult because you need to keep in mind when the Legendary GOKU event first came out, the original one, right? Super Battle was out and about and whatnot, but that was at that time, it was the most difficult. The Legendary GOKU event is like 3 years old now. Extreme Super Battle is by far one of the hardest events in the game, and it said in the description of the GT LGE that it's going to be on par with Extreme Super Battle difficulty. So just because it's only going to be 7 stages doesn't mean it's going to be any less difficult, right? It's probably going to be way harder than the one that we have now, I think, without question. Also, by the way, we did find out that the Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the very end. He does cancel dodging just like in UI Goku at the end of the original LGE, right? So that's always great to see as well. So cancel out like Tech Khalifa, for example. So that's always cool. Like I said, I will be making a ton of videos regarding this as well. This is what the official look of the tickets look like, at least for JP's side. Global, it says GT Legend, Fighting Legend Goku or whatever, right? And then this is what the official in-game look of it looks like in-game, at least for JP. We'll see what it looks like in-game on Global's version later tonight, right? But yep, that's always cool to see. So let's move on, right? So we got the missions for, like, we also found out what the missions are going to be. Same with the original Goku, Legendary Goku event, excuse me. We have to use certain teams to get, you know, extra stones and whatnot. Rats of Universe 7, Battle of Wits, Power Absorption, Space Traveling Warriors, Connected Hope, Mind and Body Erosion, or Corroded Body and Mind on Global, and Great Ape Power. So I made a post about this, right? Let me refresh my page here. I made a post about this, I literally, like, a few minutes ago, talking about, like, what teams you can use. Because, like, for global players, some of these teams are just not going to be possible. Especially if you didn't summon on some of the recent banners. Connected Hope, that's AGL Pycon's category. Mind and Body Erosion, that's Tech Janemba's category. Space Traveling Warriors, that's STR Bojad, for example. Whatchamacallit. Power Absorption, yeah, you could do that. Battle Wits, obviously, yeah. Grade A Power, that's in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's one, so, you know, I know a lot of people weren't able to pull him, including myself. So I took it upon myself to build some teams that are possible. You know, whether or not these teams will beat the new GT Legendary Goku event, I'll test them out myself and whatnot. But I feel pretty confident that I've assembled teams that could fit the bill for this, right? So for Connected Hope, you just run a Super Saiyans team, right? Reps of Universe 7, you can run either the new, you can run either Goku or Frieza as the leader, or SCR Blue Kalkin Goku. He's been on 1 million banners by now, so a lot of people should have him. Space Traveling Warriors, you can run SCR Cooler as the leader, and then do Wicked Bloodline as the team. This team is going to be pretty good for this event, I feel like, so keep that in mind. Now, Corroded Body and Mind, I'm pretty sure is going to be like one of the only categories that global play. If you don't have Tetsunemba, this might be one of the only teams that you might not be able to use. That's like Corroded Body and Mind, with the same name update not being out on global, it doesn't really have a whole lot of units to work with. You know, the best I could do is use STR Rose as the leader, really, and build together this team. It could be possible, but realistically it might not be. So please keep that in mind, of course. Power Absorption / Majin Power, you can run Tet Transforming Boo as the leader. You can run him and then run LR Bootanks as the floating leader as well, so that is possible. Grade A Power, obviously, enough said. You can run, I found this out, actually. I was genuinely surprised that you could do this, but you can run a Goku family team / Super Saiyan 4 with Vegeta, because he is counted under the 120% AGL typing for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You can run a Goku family team as well, and if you pull the new GT Super Saiyan 4, excuse me, the new GT Hero, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta, you can run them on this team as well. Not the Goku family team, but you can't run Vegeta on this team, but you can run Goku on this team, as well as a friend lead as well. So please keep that in mind as well. And then finally, Battle of Wits / Superclass, you can run Tech Transforming Trunks, or you can run like a Patara lead team as well. This is definitely manageable, I would say. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, this is teams that I put together if you don't have their leaders. Now, obviously, these might not be the most optimal teams. These are probably not going to be the teams that I will be showcasing in my videos. These are just like pointers for you guys if you don't have said leaders for their teams, right? So, you know, take it what you will. Some of these teams might not be able to beat it. Some of these teams will be able to beat it. I did the best I could. Anyways, and then finally we got also the global data download last night, and oh my god, global players, it's a miracle. We are getting in fact the EZAs for LRB Pan, Grandpa Gohan and Grandpa Gohan and Pan, Giru, and the Great Saiyaman Trunks as well. The problem is that I believe Giru, Great Saiyaman Trunks, and Grandpa Gohan and Pan, they come out like I think next week on Global, but B Pan's EZA doesn't even come out until May 24th. That's what is that? What is that? Like, that's basically a little under 3 weeks from now. Like, I don't understand why they're pushing it back so long, because the problem is, as well, is that B Pan's EZA is time gated. You can only do it once per week. Similar to how we first had to awaken her back during the 4-year anniversary. You had to do it bi-weekly. It took like 3 weeks to fully awaken her into LR. Well, you can only do that as well with this one. Once a week. Only can collect X amount of medals or something like that. And I think it takes like 3 to 4 weeks total to fully EZA her, which is really annoying. I don't know why they're waiting so long to EZA her. I mean, this should have all came out at the beginning of the celebration, and then JP players should be fully EZAing her by the end of next week or something like that. Maybe even before that. Global players, we have to wait an entire month, basically. It sucks. It really, really sucks. I hate it. But it's good to see that we are getting these stages now, and not, 6 months from now or something like that, like in November or something like that. But there you have it. That is the Global and JP data download. Obviously, some fantastic news for all of us here. I'm very, very excited for this event. Once again, huge shout out to DBZ Carry for posting all the information for us. Also, huge shout out to Truth for posting the category stages for this as well. So that's obviously very exciting. And there you go. GT Legendary Goku event tonight. Global and JP at the same time. I'm very excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.
I have spoken.